Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel JanaAI. So in our previous lecture we have discussed about artificial intelligence, generative AI, different types of generative AI, large language models, different types of foundation models like LLM, large image model, large audio model, large video models. So after the evolution of LLM technology, large language model, the new term come, that is prompt engineering. So in today's lecture, we'll discuss about what is the new era of prompt engineering. We'll discuss about prompt engineering principles, prompt engineering examples, what are the contextual prompts, what is bias and fairness, how do you do the fine tuning of the prompt, what is the human and AI collaboration. Then we'll discuss about automation of prompt generation. Then we'll see some examples like prompts for coding, business, social media, and many more. So let's discuss what is prompt engineering. Prompt engineering in generative AI refers to the practice of designing or construction of effective prompts or inputs instruction to the guide of the output generation of the generative model. So in our previous tutorial, whatever generative model we have used, like ChatGPT, Google Bar, Daily. So to get the better output like say text or say images or say video, we have to provide a constructive, effective prompts. So to provide this, to design this constructive and effective prompts, there is some new terms came, new technology came that is called the prompt engineering. Understand? It's a crucial because generative AI models are highly sensitive to the input they receive, and slight changes prompt can lead to vastly different outputs. Because as you know, the generative AI model, what you have discussed in your previous lecture, that the generative model is based on the is trained. It is trained on the huge amount of internet data. Okay, so to get as it is trained of as in this LLM models are very contents very huge amount of data. So to get the desired output, whatever output you need, so for that you have to provide a very good input. Otherwise, because it is very much sensitive, otherwise you will not get that desired output. So that is very crucial for giving the input. Now we'll discuss. To carefully design these prompts, developers and users can control the behavior and the quality generated content and improve the models useful for specific tasks. Okay. Now I'll discuss about what are the principles of prompt engineering. The first principles of prompt engineering is specificity. Provide the clear and specific instruction in the prompt help the models understand desired task or context better. Ambiguous prompts can lead to desired or non-sensational outputs. To get the good output, we have to provide whatever prompt we are writing that should be specific and the clear instruction. Okay, so this one, the first principle is the specificity. Second, we'll discuss about the context. Including relevant context in the prompts can influence the model's response. For example, a chatbot scenario, including the previous message, can help the model to maintain the coherent response. So we have to provide the context, relevant context. If so let's discuss about any chatbot application. So whatever the output, it will be different upon the whatever the previous discussion we have. Okay, include the previous messages. It has the historical data only. It will generate from this based on this historical request and response. It generate the new output. So context is very much important in case of prompt engineering. Now we'll discuss about the length. The length of prompt can impact the model's response. Okay, so length is very much important. Okay, Then bias and fairness. So while you are giving the prompt to a large language model like ChatGPT or BART or Delhi 2 or Midjourney, the care must be taken to avoid bias and unfair fairness that can lead to bias or discriminatory response from that model. Okay, so don't give any bias or unfairness, any political, so which is very much biases. Okay, so don't put this type of forms in the LLM models, because that these models are all generic model. Okay, so you can get any IP protection validation protection error, or any discriminatory response you can get. Okay, so don't try that. Okay, bias and fairness is very important in these are the main principles. Okay, very important in prompt engineering. Then we'll discuss about the demonstration and instruction. In some cases, providing examples or demonstration of the desired output can help the model understand the task better and produce more accurate results. So we'll discuss in the next topics. So if you want to get the desired output, you have to provide example. Okay, so I'll discuss about this principles. Okay, in the next topic. So these are all the main principles of prompt engineering. One is your specificity. Whatever the prompt you are giving to the LLM models, that should be a specific, and that should be a contextual, and the length length will be the matter. Then the bias and fairness about the unusual prompts to the LLM models, and we'll discuss about the demonstration and the instruction in the later slide. Okay, so now we'll discuss about the different types of basic prompt examples, like text completion. So let's say in ChatGPT or BART, whatever the LLM models we have. So here you have to provide like this way, like roses are red, then violets are blank. Then it will provide the answer. LLM model will provide you the next output based on this data only. Okay, it will give you the output. This is the test completion model. Then there are different types of model, like question answering. Like the prompt will be like that: what is the capital of France? Then your LLM model will provide you the answer. Summarization prompts. To provide any summary, it will give you the answer. Like you have to give the prompt like that: please provide a summary of article about the climate change. Okay, these are the examples of summarization prompt. Translation prompt. Suppose you want to translate from one language to another language. Okay, like that, you have to give this type of prompt to the ChatGPT or that type of LLM text-to-text model. That translate the following English to English text into French. Okay, be careful that like subject, object, and as well as your grammar should be correct in. Okay, while you are giving the prompt to the ChatGPT or BART, whatever the LLM models, translate the following in English text into French. How are you? Then it will give you the French of how are you? Hello, how are you? Okay. Then we'll discuss about the comparison prompts. If you want to compare from two different objects, like that, you have to provide the prompt like that. Compare and contrast advantages and disadvantages of electric cars and traditional gasoline cars. Okay, you have to provide like this way. Definition prompts define definition types of prompts, like define photosynthesis. Step by step instruction prompts provide the step by step instruction for baking a chocolate cake. Suppose if you want to bake a chocolate cake, then you have to provide the step by step instruction. Okay, you have to write like that and provide step by step instruction for baking a chocolate cake. Okay, then we'll discuss about the opinion or explanation. So if you want to if you want to generate some opinion of something like that, like explain your perspective on the impact of technology on modern relationship. So impact, if you want to something explanation or opinion of the something modern technologies like that, then you have to giving the prompt like that: explain your perspective on the impact of the technology on modern relationship. Suppose you want to write any poem or essays, then you have to write the prompt in the like that. Write a short story about the young explorer discovering a hidden treasure in a remote jungle. So you have to be very descriptive in nature, so that your machine learning model, your LLM model, large language model, can understand what you want. So by that way only it will generate the essays or writings, whatever like that. Then, if you want to suppose for the coder, coder who want to who wants the help from the coding help from this LLM models like ChatGPT or what. So be careful about the whatever the prompt you are giving. Like that, if you want to write a Python function, then you have to give the prompt like that. Write a Python function to calculate the factorial of a given integer. Then it will provide all the definitions of this function. Okay. So for coding type of help, you have to provide this type of prompt. Suppose you want to provide a poetry generation, okay, and then you have to give the the prompt like compose a okay about the changing seasons, okay, then it will generate the poems for you. So these are all basic prompt examples, okay. Then if you want to suppose the students and the college students, if they want to any learn some mathematics from the cellular models, then it can help you that you have to give the prompts like very carefully like that. If you want to yeah, if you want to algebraic problem, solve the algebraic problem, then you have to write the like that, solve for x, 2x plus 5 is equal to 15. Then you have to, then this LLM model will provide you the all the explanation of this prompt. Okay. So these are all the basic prompt examples we have discussed today. There are different types of prompt like text completion, question answering, summarization, translation from one language to another language, comparison of the two objects, definition if you want to define any objects, then step by step instruction if you want to provide any baking chocolate or baking cake like that, you have to provide the specific prompts. Then opinion or exploration if you want to write the prompt like that, if you want to writing some essays or poem, then you have to provide the desired input. Then coding if you want to, for the coding help you have to provide like that. So these are all all the basics of prompt engineering. So guys, very this is very important in today's world because so for the coders, content writers, everyone need this ChatGPT model or the LLM models because it can help you your day-to-day basis. Okay, and it can generate the new job also. Okay, whatever the new job is coming in the future, now the AI engineer or the prompt engineer is a very specific role for the job market also, job industry also. Okay, this is the new job area where you can earn money as well as from the freelancing or any industry you can join there. So this is very prompt engineering is a very important in today's year after the evolution of large language model, foundation model. Okay, so that's all for in today's lecture. In the next lecture, we'll discuss about different types of prompt engineering and all. Okay, and so thank you everyone. So if you want to buy this course from our from our site, you can log into our website. The link is there in the video description. You can log into there and you can buy this course and you can explore all the generative AI, prompt engineering, space technology, and everything. Okay, so thank you everyone. That's all in today's lecture. We'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you.